Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen. Today we've got a reading for you about somebody that's made a decision they're not very proud of. This is somebody that feels like, they're going to get some not so great consequences for. I'm going to be honest, I think this needs probably a little bit of a trigger warning. This feels to me like potentially a third party with the, stepping outside of a relationship kind of vibe. So if you don't want to hear about that kind of thing, or you feel that doesn't apply to you, don't watch my reading. Otherwise, if you're here for the jokes, I get it. Hello, Peggy. Hello, Key Controller. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. The Three of Cups is not always about something, outside of a relationship, but with the Judgment card in the reverse, that's kind of how it's leaning. Let's keep in mind that this should be a validation of something you already intuitively have been feeling, and that this is for entertainment purposes only. Hello there, Jane Doe. How are we doing today? Happy Friday, everyone. All right, this is the Beginner's Tarot. Let's see what else we've got for you. And of course, if you're interested in a personal reading, I've got my email address in the description box below. All right, what else do we have? Four of Wands, Five of Wands in the reverse. Oops. And the Page of Wands. That's a lot of fire energy, so we could be dealing with somebody that has Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in their chart. This could also just be a sense of somebody that has a lot of inner turmoil around the home, or around some sort of milestone. The Four of Wands is, a picture of an actual home, but it could also be about milestones. This feels to me like somebody is nervous or feels like things aren't going well ahead of a milestone. So you might have an anniversary, you might have a wedding, you might have a family reunion, maybe like a fun weekend getaway, but there's a concern here that somebody is maybe not necessarily on the same page. Hello there, Illuminati. How are you doing? That's fair. Got the Seven of Swords in the reverse, Hierophant in the reverse, and Wheel of Fortune. So this is coming across to me as somebody who is acknowledging I did something outside of the relationship. Hierophant in the reverse. Seven of Swords in the reverse. This is a revelation or some sort of confession. And with the Wheel of Fortune, this is somebody saying, I want to change. I don't want to do this. I'm not a fan of how I acted. Sorry, you guys. I was cleaning out the lint trap in the dryer, so I think I might sneeze a little bit, but we'll try to hold it together. This is somebody who's willfully or like trying to be transparent and be honest. This isn't somebody that you have to drag kicking and screaming to, the altar. Like, hey, let's talk about what happened here. There was an offer here or a flirtation with somebody outside of this relationship. Three of Cups in the reverse. And this has been why we have somebody that is dealing with inner conflict or trying to make a decision here. There could have been some silent treatment or just some patterns that were, broken, or things that changed in terms of how this person was, acting around you. But we've got the Sun and the Chariot. So this is, I think, somebody finding the right time and then saying it all. The Sun is about enlightenment or information coming to the surface. So after not talking about it or trying to, maybe figure out what they need to say, this person has decided, okay, I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off. Here's the truth. We have Death in the reverse, Six of Swords, but they're saying, I know I've messed up. I know I did something I shouldn't have. I don't want our relationship to end. I want to make things better. So I think this person might get a little bit deeper into the reasons behind what happened. This is why I was tempted. This is why I was feeling the way I did. You know, I do think they hold themselves accountable, but I think they're mentioning the circumstances in order to deal with, you know, how can I not deal with this again? How can I avoid this? Because Six of Swords, their intention is how can we get to a better situation, right? Hello there too. How are you doing today? Happy Friday. All right, this is the Tarot of the Nile. What else do we have? So this third party situation has been ended, like without a doubt. If this reading is for you, this person is, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to prolong that. I'm not going to entertain that anymore. They have ended things with this person. For some of you, it's just been a flirtation. It's not been in person. And for others of you, you know, there was in-person temptation. But this, I don't get that they're going to hide from the reality of the situation. They'll tell you what actually happened, but this has been ended. Lovers in the reverse is, I don't choose you. This is not my future. Death is an ending. Queen of Wands in the reverse. A little bit of a guard tool energy. Yeah. So Queen of Wands in the reverse is definitely the card that one would associate with a third party energy. Somebody who wants to engage in intimacy with somebody who's already taken. Five of Wands can be about a rival or competition. So this is somebody who was, I think, trying to break up the relationship that you have, and they've been told, no, I'm staying with the person that I've been with. King of Swords in the reverse, Emperor in the reverse. The thought process here behind our King of Swords in the reverse, or the person who's made this mistake, is I have to be honest about everything and change that behavior, or I will lose the relationship that I have. So I do think this is somebody who's been honest with themselves. Like, I can't just try to, you know, deal with some of this. I have to, if this were a weeding situation, you're going for the root, you know, you're not just taking out the part that you can see above the surface. You know, you have to get the, you know, actual issue addressed. I'm glad to hear that too. Hello there, Corey. How are you doing? Hello, Amanda from San Antonio. I love it. Hello, of Light and Dark. Happy Friday. We've got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse and the World. This ending, or this breakup, or whatever you want to call it, the I can't flirt with you anymore. I feel like for a lot of you, this was either somebody they found online, or this is somebody they only talk to online, okay? Because of the World, that can talk about the internet. This is somebody who feels like they have lost the King of Swords in the reverse. So I don't feel like this third party has necessarily taken it very well. I think they did have some emotions here. Nine of Cups. Five of Swords. This person was trying to break up the relationship. They wanted to take the King of Swords in the reverse for themselves. They may have been trying to paint their rival in an unfair light, or try to kind of manipulate the situation. With the Nine of Cups, I gotta say, I don't know if this person was really after love. It kind of feels manipulative to me. All right, so the Hierophant is number 5. We've had the 5 of Wands twice. We've had the 5 of Swords, and now we have the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. So the number 5 is important. I think within 5 days, there's going to be some significant development here, but it could also be, you know, somebody's birth month or something like that. Then we have the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. I think there's perhaps a conversation that's happening, you know, hey, this is what happened. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't have done this. I'm going to be fully honest with you, and I want to fix this. I want to make things work with you. But this person could come back around and cause some chaos. It's like they're telling you the truth and also warning you this person did not take it very well. They wanted me to choose them. I've told them I've chosen you, and they might like contact you. So it kind of feels to me like part of the motivation behind being completely honest is there's maybe somebody else who's going to, sorry, I'm rearranging the sweatshirt I'm sitting on. There may be somebody else that tells you what's going on. And I don't know if they would be like super honest about it. They might still be trying to break up your relationship. So they might be exaggerating what happened in order to, you know, win. Hello, Elmer. How are you doing? Hello, Original SD. How are you? Yeah. I'm telling you, this King of Swords in the reverse made a bad decision. I feel like for many of you, this is somebody who flirted but did not see this person, you know, face to face. And when they say, sorry, I just can't do this anymore, there is a not so great reaction. Yeah, this flirtation, they've become obsessed with the King of Swords in the reverse. So it does kind of have a little bit of a Gone Girl vibe or swim fan. I feel like you're being warned that this third party is perfectly comfortable lying to you about what happened if it means you leave this King of Swords in the reverse. Ascension in the reverse. Divine Feminine in the reverse. So the person who is our third party is going to try to present themselves as a good-hearted person who just made a mistake, right? But they are conniving. They are plotting. And then we have negotiating or bargaining with the Divine Masculine. So I don't really like to say this side is completely innocent and this side is completely, you know, totally the villain, because life is not that clean, okay? You're going to have good people that have bad qualities. You're going to have bad people that have good qualities. You know, there's some people out there that are really, really mean to people, but they're really, really nice to animals. Like there's just, we can't have just you're a good person and you're a bad person. It's not always that simple. But I do feel like we have a little bit of a drama queen, like villain type that is obsessive because of an online flirtation and trying to make a King of Swords in the reverse sound worse because they want to like shoehorn a relationship out of this situation. Hello there, April. How are you? Hello, Atala. I hope you all are having a good day so far. Let's go back to the tarot, actually. If you haven't heard, I'm real obsessed with my latest tarot deck. Oops. This is the Wild Reflections. What else do we have, please? Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Emperor in the reverse. Knight of Swords. Yeah, this feels to me like somebody who's refusing to believe that an ending is actually an ending. With the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, I see this as an obstacle. Somebody's like, you know what? Yeah, there might be a little bit of a detour on this map. It might not be a straight shot to what it is that I want, but I can get around this. So that's why I'm telling you, I feel like this third party is trying to be manipulative or disregard that they've been broken up with or that they've been told, you know, I don't want to talk to you anymore. They may have been blocked. And we got somebody on a motorcycle. I feel like this person's going to try to reach out, going to try to do something else here to keep this King of Swords in the reverse who has rejected them. Seven of Cups in the reverse. Strength in the reverse. And Temperance in the reverse. So we have the King of Swords in the reverse, realizing that because there's this third party trying to leverage an illusion or create some illusion, the only way the King of Swords in the reverse can like mitigate or plan for this inevitable instability is by being vulnerable, by being willing to share that moment of weakness. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to make it really clear what happened, because if I don't tell you my, perspective, my understanding of the situation, you might believe the illusion that this person's going to try to create or try to, make you believe, because they want, with Temperance in the reverse, to create more of a problem. Three of Wands. Death. We could have somebody that has Scorpio in their chart, because that's come out almost every time. It didn't come out from the tarot deck where I only pulled 2 cards. Three of Wands, Death, and King of Pentacles. I feel like this person's going to reach out or even visit, because what they want is stability. It's like they want the life of the person who has the relationship with the King of Swords in the reverse. They view this person as the King of Pentacles, somebody who would provide for them. So their goal is, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that relationship to end so that I get to keep that King of Swords in the reverse. Remember not to, focus too much on the genders that come out with the tarot. This is energy. Then I'm reading, not genders. Page of Swords. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. So this person is looking to basically use communication or a message to create some sense of loss or some instability in order to deal with their own heartbreak. So they're refusing to believe that something won't go the distance or that they can't have a relationship with this King of Swords in the reverse. So they're going to do what they can to push that heartbreak onto somebody else, basically. Let's see. This is the Truth Is. Hello, Voyager. Hello, Bobby. How are you doing? So we have divine timing and resentment. Everything will work when the universe sees fit, and hurt and bitterness over unfair treatment. I do feel like this resentment is probably from the rivals, both of them, right? But I also think that there's a sense that's a little bit unfair or exaggerated with this Queen of Wands in the reverse, Divine Feminine in the reverse, right? The third party. This person is, I think, out to get a little bit of revenge or feel like they win. They don't like losing. Money problems. Lack of money is causing tension. I get this more so with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, but there could be some receipts or some expenditures that are frowned upon within, the King of Swords in the reverse finances. But it does feel to me like the King of Swords in the reverse is viewing the person they're in their relationship with as their soulmate, and this Queen of Wands in the reverse is, a mistake or somebody they shouldn't have interacted with. All right, this is the Hidden Truth, version 2. What else do we have? We have, I am waiting patiently. And I have too much to lose. So this feels to me like somebody who is waiting because they feel like forgiveness is not going to be instantaneous with the person they're in a relationship with. They know they have too much to lose. That's why they weren't willing to mess around with the relationship or end it or pursue this person. But they do know that the forgiveness may take a little bit, but they have to kind of prove themselves or show that they're not going to do that again. We have, I am recovering. And I know you don't feel the same. There's a concern that because of this sense of betrayal, that maybe the person that is in the relationship with the King of Swords in the reverse might lose their feelings. I don't know why this happened. I can't be with you. I compare others to you, and I don't want to know. So there's a lot of emotions here. I mean, I would imagine with a breakdown in trust like this, therapy seems to be the right course of action for a lot of individuals. Maybe that's not the course of action for you, but it does definitely seem like there's a need to have a conversation here. But I think we have an attempt to be honest and get ahead of this issue before things become a little bit more complicated. All right, this is the Gilded Reverie. I love that song. What else do we have? Oops. All right, so we've got the Labyrinth and the Love card. You know my channel, I like to say Labyrinth. There's a decision here for the person who feels betrayed by the King of Swords in the reverse. Do you want to work on this? Do you want to go to therapy? Do you want to see if this person is able to work through these issues? I got to be honest, I do think this person is like their heart is in the right place. They don't want to cause any further issues. They want to be their best selves for you. Again, I don't feel like for many of you this actually got to the level of being physical, but you all have to be in charge of what those boundaries are and what those rules are. This is saying there is actual love here. There is something to be salvaged, but it's going to take some work. It's not just point A to point B, right? I know I'm going to have to be patient for you to forgive me, but they want to at least be honest with it, right? And not have any of that. Here's a little bit of the story. Here's a little bit more of the story. Because nobody likes that. If I didn't make that clear on my channel, nobody likes it when you parse out the truth and give a little bit at a time. So we've got the coffin or the sarcophagus, number 8. So they're telling you about this ending and hopeful that if you know that they're not going to do that anymore, that you guys can work towards a resolution. Tark, I've been looking for you. I have received 2 emails saying they'd like a free reading that you won. So Tark, if you could email me, I need to know which one's you. Hello, Atala. Wait, did I already say hello? I think I did, actually. I hope you all have some fun weekend plans. We've got number 42. This is the compass. And the rider with the man wearing a shirt. Yeah, so this feels to me like somebody is looking up directions or figuring out how to visit this King of Pentacles, the King of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who wants to be supported by this person, but I don't necessarily feel like there's love here. There was a flirtation, and this person's trying to compete with somebody that I don't think they can really compete with. So it's going to be a little bit of drama. It's going to be some issues in terms of trust, but you gotta figure it out. Either it's worth salvaging and you're going to put in the work, or you're moving on. But this person is genuine in terms of wanting to do what they can to fix it, to, be a good person to you. All right, let's see what the romance angels have to say about this. We could potentially see that deception card, right? Or the red flags, perhaps. Hello there, Glenda. How are you doing? Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Let go of control issues. So I feel like this would probably come up during the conversation. If, I'm genuine about wanting to address whatever actually put me in a situation where I wanted to talk to somebody outside of the relationship, I'm going to have to deal with those issues, right? So we have control issues here, and that's why somebody was flirting with another person online. And that's what needs to be addressed. Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. It could be that you need just a little bit of time to think, right? But it looks like after a little bit of solitude or some time to process, there is some playfulness that returns to the connection. We've got worth waiting for, divine timing. We already had the divine timing card over here. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Pay attention to the red flags. I called that one. So look, most of you are going to be able to resolve this. Most of you are going to have the meaningful conversations that you need to be able to repair the trust. Most of you are going to find this person has been fully honest with you, and that makes a difference, right? Some of you are going to find that the red flags are too much. I think for the majority of you, this red flags is more about the third party. You're going to have to use your discernment. It could be both, right? It's about, who do I trust? Is it too painful for me to trust this individual? Do I need to move on? Because at the end of the day, if I view you as my soulmate, I do probably want to at least do my best to make sure I did what I could, right? Hello there, William. How are you doing? Happy Friday. Hello, Aisha. How are you doing? All right. I think I'm going to leave it there. Thank you, everyone, for the likes and the subscribes. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a really good weekend. I'll have some shorts recorded and uploaded in a little bit, and I have some personal readings that I'll have out to you guys shortly, but I'll see you on the next reading. Toodles.